YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about how the coaching staff believes that Washington's offense can really be unstoppable this year, and we have a 13-plus win kind of offense. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, I want to address something. So the other day, when Daron Payne and the whole thing came out, per Ben Standing, that he apparently walked off of the practice field due to the frustrations with contract talks and whatnot, or the lack thereof. Brent Standing put out a tweet and said that he walked off, and the way he framed it was that he just was disappointed and frustrated, so he just left practice. That's the way he framed the tweet. So when I saw that, I reacted as, oh, Daron Payne walked off and he's frustrated with contracts. Let me talk about this as I report on everything. Just like how other Washington Commander YouTubers did, we all reacted in that way. Now, a reason why I'm addressing it, I know I don't have to defend myself because I know there are a lot of you out there, because only one person said something, but I'm just going to address that specific person. But I know a lot of you out there really, like, y'all understood, but for that one person that didn't, I don't make up the news, okay? Like, I don't make up the news. I get my news, my reports from these insiders: J.P. Finley, Ben Standing, Pete Haley, Ethan Cadell, all these Washington Commanders insiders that are actually at OTAs and at camp. That's where I get my information from. So I wasn't the one to put out the report that Daron Payne walked off of practice. I just got my report from Ben Standing, and I was going off of that. And people were frustrated with me, or specifically one person was mad at me and said they unsubscribed from me because of, apparently after I posted the video, Daron Payne then put something on Twitter and said, if y'all think I walked off the practice field, y'all goofy, we always working. And I guess a lot of people that watched my video saw that, and they came back to me and they kind of confronted me in a way because they thought I was the one to make up the information. No, I don't. I get my information from Ben Standing and all of these other reporters for Washington, because they're our eyes and ears. They're actually at practice, right? So I just want to come on in and address that and clear the air. I don't hate Daron Payne. Daron Payne is a really good player, but I just don't think he's gonna get a second contract here. Alrighty, now with that out the way, let's get into today's video. So according to the Burgundy vlog, they put out a tweet from Kevin Sheehan DC's podcast, and on that podcast, Kevin Sheehan said, and I quote, "There's a real belief in that building that they're going to be unstoppable on offense, that they've got a 13-win offense." And what do I have to say about that? Me personally, y'all know how I feel about this upcoming season. This is the first time since I've ever been a fan. I've been a fan all my life, and this is the first time that I have real expectations for this team. This is the first time that I'm going into a season, and I believe that this team has no reason, no excuse to not win at least 10 games. We went 7-10 with Taylor Heinicke at the helm, and he had to face one of the, if not the hardest schedule in all of football. I don't think we had the hardest schedule, but we definitely had one of the hardest schedules in football. And we went 7-10. And I'm not praising 7-10, but when you had to go through what we had to go through last year with Taylor Heinicke as our starting quarterback, our starting quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick going out week 1, for dealing with injuries all last season, dealing with COVID that hit us at the wrong time last year, and we still found a way to go 7-10 and miss out on the playoffs, where we were basically, if we beat the Eagles that second game, and I believe they lost, and then we go and we win the following week, I believe we actually would have made the playoffs. But that's neither here nor there. More the story is that we were in it down, even down to our last breath, with guys like Garrett Gilbert and practice squad players, there playing. And we were still in it, and we found a way to go 7-10. And again, I'm not praising 7-10, but if you had to go through what we had to go through last year, you would definitely feel confident about this upcoming season with having a better offense, a better quarterback, and an easier schedule, much easier schedule. So that's why I look at this team, and you look at this offense specifically. We're not going to talk about the defense today. You look at this offense specifically. There's no reason why we shouldn't win 10 games. If Carson Wentz was the quarterback last year, I believe we win at least 10 games. We get a playoff berth, in my opinion. And that's with that schedule. This year, with an easier schedule, with more weapons, with a better quarterback, tell me a good reason why Washington shouldn't win 10 games if everything goes right as far as health. Terry McLaurin. I know, yes, he isn't practicing right now due to contract issues. He's going to be ready by week 1. Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel healthy, who he says it's a refresher to be healthy and actually out there able to run at full speed. Jahan Dotson, who we just drafted. De'Ami Brown going in his second year, who actually made a wonderful catch at OTAs. Cam Sims. Just throw Dax Milne in there. Logan Thomas, Cole Turner, Sammy's Reyes, and John Bates. That's probably the only group that everyone is a little nervous about, and that's because Logan Thomas, we don't know when he's going to be ready, and we don't know who's going to really back him up besides John Bates. We don't know what we're going to get out of Cole Turner yet. We don't know what Sammy's Reyes is. For me personally, I'm not worried about the tight end group at all. If Logan Thomas isn't ready to go, John Bates showed me enough last year that he can hold his own for at least a couple weeks until Logan Thomas is ready. So, for me personally, I'm not worried about no positions on the offense. I know some of you guys may be worried about tight end, but me personally, I'm not. I feel like this offense is locked and loaded. We have weapons everywhere, and there's no reason why this team shouldn't win 10 games. Quarterback was the only issue, and again, quarterback, it's not 100% figured out because we don't know what we're getting out of Carson Wentz. But if we get what Carson Wentz gave the Colts last year, minus a few, games down the stretch where he didn't look his best, we make the playoffs. Like I keep talking about, wanting 2019 Wentz back. Now looking at it, I wouldn't be mad at last year's Carson Wentz. That's by far the best quarterback play that we've had that we would have gotten since Kirk Cousins if we got last year's wins. I keep talking about 19 wins because look what he took to the playoffs. Throwing to Greg Ward and I believe Travis Fulgham, if I'm not mistaken. You telling me he can't do work with the easier schedule and with Jahan Dotson, Terry McLaurin, and Curtis Samuel as his top 3 receivers and De'Ami Brown thrown in there too? Come on, man. The run game with Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, who is basically another wide receiver. Because you know how many times, and I know y'all say Carson isn't a dump down kind of guy, but we're going to work J.D. in, and J.D.'s going to get his regardless. So we basically got like 5 receivers, 6, 7 on the field because everyone can catch. Including Jared Patterson, including Brian Robinson, including obviously Cam Sims, who I didn't name the second time I tried to bring up the receivers. With weapons everywhere, and I believe in this team, man. I believe in this offense, and I don't want to drink the Kool-Aid, as a lot of people like to say out there. I don't want to do that, but again, it's hard not to because this is the first time since I've been a fan, and I've been a fan all my life. I've literally endured nothing but pain all my life. This is the first time that I have serious expectations for this team. I believe the energy around the building is true about how dominant this offense could be. Now, 13 wins, that could be a little stretch. That's my ceiling if everything goes right. But realistically, I see 10-7, 11-6. Again, man, it's just hard to fathom this team not winning at least 10 games. You open up with Jacksonville and Detroit, and yes, the Jacksonville and Detroit definitely got better. Both teams did get better, but it's no reason why we shouldn't win. Then you have 2 NFC East games: Eagles, Cowboys. It's just hard to not see this team winning 10 games this year, man. But we'll see, because again, this team has fooled me once, fooled me more than once. I wouldn't be surprised if it fooled me again. But again, as we sit here, almost at the beginning of June, after OTAs phase 1, I believe, wrapped up today, I'm very confident in this offense and this team. I cannot see us not winning 10 games. Like, I just can't vision that with how easy this schedule is. Yes, have a couple hard games. Every game isn't easy. Matter of fact, no game in the NFL is easy, but when you look at our schedule, again, it's hard to believe. It's hard to just not fathom us not winning 10. But it is what it is. We'll see come September, but that's just how I feel. And apparently that's how the energy is around Washington headquarters, Washington Park, or Commander Center, Commander Park, whatever they want to call it. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. It's a real belief that this Washington's offense can be unstoppable this year, and a lot of the coaching staff believe that we have a 13-win kind of offense. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. As always, me and boy Juangotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hell to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers. We're ever so close. Hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. I'm out. Peace.